The next speaker is someone I'm truly honored to have on this stage with us. He is Dr. Charles Jacobs. You've heard him on my show multiple times. He is absolutely fearless. He's a hero, a pillar of the Boston community. Now let me give you an example. This is the kind of man he is. Charles flew illegally into South Sudan several times with his Christian allies to redeem thousands of Christian women and girls enslaved by Arab raiders. In 2000, Coretta Scott King, Martin Luther King's widow, and former Boston Mayor, the late Thomas Menino, presented Charles with the first ever Boston Freedom Award for his work in actually freeing slaves. We have a true liberationist, a true liberator among us. Today, Charles has founded, and he is the president of Americans for Peace and Tolerance, which has been exposing and keeping track of the radical Islamist network all across New England. They get things done, frankly, no one else does. They got Northeastern University to fire its radical campus Muslim chaplain, who APT exposed. One more thing. Working with the activist group in Newton, Massachusetts, Americans for Peace and Tolerance actually forced the Newton Public Schools to take out of their curriculum an anti-Semitic lesson plan, listen to this, that was funded by Saudi Arabia. Americans for Peace and Tolerance, please go to their website to understand the threat of the radical Islamic movement here in America, and especially here in the greater Boston area. My friends, I am honored to present Charles Jacobs.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Jeff. We are here because we sense that it is a turning point in world history. We came to protest because we think we're in a crisis. We fear that the legacy of those who negotiated this deal may not be one of honor and peace, but one of error and war. Our message is simple. The mullahs of Iran must not have nuclear weapons. In 5 years, Iran will get legal access to conventional weapons. In 8 years, they can begin to build ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. They don't need that to hit Israel. Those are meant for us, the great Satan. As soon as the deal is signed, Iran will get a signing bonus of $100 or $150 billion to do with what they want. The moment the deal goes through, or even before actually, the Saudis and other Sunni Arab states in the Gulf will scramble to get nuclear weapons to defend themselves. What does this mean? It means that the hope of every living thing on this planet that we could achieve after Hiroshima and Nagasaki, nuclear non-proliferation, that if we couldn't put the genie back in the bottle, then we can at least limit the bottles. This desperate human hope goes out the window with this deal. Nuclear weapons everywhere, terrorists everywhere. This is the most incredible thing, hard to believe. In this deal, we say that as long as the deal lasts, we will protect Iran from physical and cyber attacks to its nuclear facilities. We're not even supposed to know that there were sequel side deals. Ambassador Kerry says he didn't even read it. President Obama's not supposed to read it. The side deal lets them inspect themselves. We are betting the house on a deal we're not permitted to read. We have leaders who are going to change the temperature of the planet, but can't get their hands on a written deal about saving our lives. This is not healthcare. We need to know what's in it before we pass it. No deal. No deal. As a Jewish person, as a Jewish man, as a human being, I am shocked that neither the president nor John Kerry is outraged by the leader of a fascist nation threatening to kill Israel's 6 million Jews. I know that if the mullahs said to my face that they were going to kill, to lynch 6 million black people, if they said they were going to incinerate, let's say, Kenya, because Kenyans were the sons of monkeys and pigs, I would express outrage every day, very loudly, and I would not stop. I would yell bloody murder from the rooftops. John Kerry and President Obama, why haven't you? We're showering the mullahs with vast wealth, with unfrozen assets and new business deals. What do we imagine Iran will do with that money? Build schools and roads? This is a national security nightmare and a moral catastrophe. Who could sign on to this deal? This is not peace. Congressman Kennedy, we are asking you, we are frightened. We're asking you directly to save us from this deal. You can do it. Remember your great-great-uncle, President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and the Cuban Missile Crisis. That profile and courage is our legacy. Make it yours. You do not want the Kennedy name on the Iranian bomb. This is not a partisan issue. It is not about President Obama's legacy. It is about the future of all of us. This is a tough battle. We cannot lose this battle. We are fighting for our lives and the lives of our children. Stay strong, Boston. God bless America.
Friends, that was Dr. Charles Jacob.